Good morning, West Michigan. Happy Friday, and what a Friday it is. The big day is here. It's the grand opening of the brand new Acrisure Amphitheater. It's right behind us. We're on the rooftop of Founders Brewing, where you can see a beautiful view of this new amphitheater. Now, things are kind of quiet now. People are getting there. It's Friday started. We've got 131 right to the left of us before the first concert takes the stage. Thanks so much for waking up with us. I'm Emily Scarlett.
And I'm Tanner Holbrook.
I'm Chief Meteorologist Samantha Jacks. We've got team coverage for you all morning long.
Of course, Aaron Sullivan on the ground right now outside the amphitheater, but Deja Barrett and meteorologist Colton Woods have been holding things down for us in the studio. We've got everything you need to know, whether you're attending the concert here or maybe you're just headed off for your weekend plans. We've got you covered right now this morning. And let's start off with that forecast right now. A little chilly as you walk out the door.
Yeah, especially as we sit out here on the rooftop at
we're like,
Founders.
you got your gloves on.
Got some gloves. I've seen my breath this morning. But Sam, you talked about beautiful conditions by the time we get to the concert.
Absolutely. We're going to be back in the 70s with sunshine by tonight. We just have to get through this little wave of cloud coverage and maybe a sprinkle in the forecast this morning before getting there. But I think everyone's going to be loving their Friday afternoon forecast. Let's start things off with our temperature profile. As you walk out the door this morning, a light jacket could certainly be necessary if you're sitting on a rooftop like me and Tanner. Maybe some gloves as well. 44 degrees in GR, 43 in Holland, and 41 right now in Big Rapids. Radar, it's showing rain. It's not raining. It means that we have Virga coming down, and that just means it's evaporating before making it to the surface. Now, you see there's a little bit more umph to the cell that just to the north of Milwaukee, there's a chance that those of you in Muskegon see a light shower from that closer to the 8-9 o'clock hour. But otherwise, we should expect mostly cloudy skies through noon, and then that sunshine starts to poke out right at 4 o'clock. Everybody gets out of work, and then they're headed to the amphitheater tonight or downtown Grand Rapids, and temps are going to be in the low 70s underneath mostly sunny skies. We continue on with sunny and mainly clear conditions all the way towards 10 o'clock tonight. Now, do beware of the fact that as our temperatures continue to drop into the evening hours with those clear skies, it's of course going to get a little bit chillier outside. So what should you bring along with you to the amphitheater? That's going to be this checklist. Maybe some sunglasses, a t-shirt and shorts to start. I don't think you're going to need the rain jacket, poncho, or portable fan. It's going to be really comfortable out there, but certainly Tanner and Emily likely wanting to have some of that sunscreen on hand.
Thank you, Sam. Not a bad looking start to your Friday morning commute across West Michigan. We did have a report of a crash actually just cleared out of the way. Knapp in the East Belt Line. No reports of any injuries involved with that incident. Could see a little bit of a residual delay. We got closures downtown GR, MLK over 131. Bridge reconstruction. That's probably going to run all the way into Thanksgiving. Still dealing with closures in eastern Ottawa County as well. 8th Avenue at Garfield. Expressway speeds 96 and 131. Still well over 70. Not looking too bad thus far along the lake shore as we take a look now at 131 and Ann Street, north and southbound. Pretty light in both directions. Don't forget to follow me on the X for the latest updates at Dave13 Traffic.
Thank you, Dave. The stage at the Acrisure Amphitheater is set, and I know so many people excited about this. Lionel Richie is kicking off the grand opening.
Alongside Michigan band War and Treaty, West Michigan band The Verve Pipe also taking the stage tonight. And of course, the amphitheater, guys, it sits 12,000 people. It took over just a year of construction. Grand Action 2.0 expecting 300,000 visitors a season. Overall, the economic impact is expected to be massive. More than $800 million for Kent County and 790 new jobs in the next 3 decades. So whether you're headed to the amphitheater or not, yeah, there's going to be a lot more traffic than usual tonight in Grand Rapids.
Oh yeah, you can expect delays throughout your evening commute. Market Avenue will be closed from Cherry Street to Bartlett Street. The exit ramp from US 131 will also have some closures. There will be a small closure on Finney Avenue near the amphitheater, as well as on Williams Avenue, which is what you can see behind us here at Founders.
Now, if you are taking rideshare, there are some closures you need to watch out for. Drivers for Uber and Lyft will be blocked by a geofence from getting too close to the amphitheater. Our Aaron Sullivan is joining us live with the details on that. Aaron, good morning to you. What are the restrictions in place?
Good morning to you both. Well, I've got to say this is the story for me because I am not about to deal with parking down here. I don't want to be driving. I love to order an Uber or a Lyft and just pray that the night goes smoothly. But if you want to do that, if you are type B like me, you better listen up because there are definitely some things you need to keep in mind before thinking you're just going to be dropped off here, because that's not the case. You're probably going to have to walk a few minutes before you enjoy the concert tonight. On your screen right now, we have the latest map from Mobile GR on the geofence around the amphitheater. So instead of dropping you off on Fulton Street Bridge like their original plan had once said, Mobile GR now says pickup and drop off will only be allowed on Cesar Chavez under US 131 between Oaks and Cherry. Now they say this also shrinks the geofence around the amphitheater, reopening access to most late night businesses in the area. Officials at Mobile GR say they made the change after hearing community feedback, and the city says that these changes, well, they're already live in Lyft, but Uber still has yet to confirm these changes. So definitely make sure you are keeping your eyes on that and checking with your rideshare before your night begins.
We want to hear from community and find ways that we can make sure that they're also finding convenient and they're enjoying their time downtown. We do not want transportation to be a barrier to any of the folks who are coming and visiting or who live in or work in our downtown core or our city in general.
The geofence will go into effect 2 hours before showtime and an hour afterwards. Now, Mobile GR says as the summer does continue, of course, they'll be making changes as they hear more community feedback. So they encourage all residents or people who might be traveling into downtown Grand Rapids, don't be shy with your feedback because they definitely will be needing it. For now, live in Grand Rapids, I'm Erin Sullivan, 13 on your side.
Thanks, Aaron, and I'm sure there will be a lot of feedback after this first night, but we got to give them time to adjust. This is all new. Now, if you're driving yourself, it's not too late to plan ahead for your parking. The city of Grand Rapids has nearly 9,000 spots within a half mile of the amphitheater.
You can reserve spots in both city-owned ramps and privately owned lots. Prices will vary, and you can expect them to get higher closer to showtime. We do have a link to the trip planning page on our website, 13onyourside.com.
The city is encouraging people to take its downtown area shuttles to get around tonight. Dash is free to ride and comes around every 8 minutes. The circulator will have an amended route on concert nights that will circle around the amphitheater. That event route will run 2 hours before showtime and 2 hours after the show ends. Otherwise, Dash runs until midnight on weekdays and until 1 a.m. on Saturdays. Now, you can expect to see a Grand Rapids police presence, of course, during amphitheater events.
We're told officers will be stationed at key intersections near the venue on show nights. The department says tonight's Lionel Richie concert will provide a test for later this summer, both for officers and, of course, the agency as a whole.
Moving forward, we're going to have significantly more events in July and August, and our staffing issues could pop up then. I think there's 15 or 16 events at the amphitheater in July. That's going to be a heavy task on our people, so we'll have to reevaluate it at that point.
Officers will be paid overtime for the full shifts they'll be working at the amphitheater. That overtime is being funded by Legends Global, Mobile GR, and the police department.
The brand new venue is especially exciting for local businesses. The city has expanded the social district to include the area near the amphitheater. That means you can purchase a drink at a local restaurant and take it all the way to the gates of the amphitheater. You will not be able to take it inside though. Local businesses like Founders are expecting to see a huge surge in customers. They tell us they're also hiring new staff.
And we spoke with another group upping staffing and menu offerings in preparation.
As we bring people on, generally we find a home long term. We don't really see ourselves as a seasonal restaurant anymore. I think that's a big thing that's changed for us in the last 5 years is prior to the pandemic, summer was a slow season for us. People went to the lakeshore, and as the cities continue to grow, we're busy year round.
Now, if you have dinner plans in Grand Rapids this summer, you'll want to make a reservation ahead of time. With the amphitheater, Van Andel Arena, and DeVos Performance Hall, hundreds of thousands of people, they will be right here in downtown GR.
You can expect continuing coverage of the Acrisure Amphitheater opening all day long. We'll be live here on the rooftop at Founders going until 9 this morning. And then tonight we'll be live giving you a look at as everything kicks off, including a look at the road. So be sure to download the 13 on Your Side app and watch for free.
Of course, like you just said, we're going to be live here all morning long until 9. We are so excited. We've already got one live interview down with some of our Founders friends that are allowing us to use this space. We've got a lot more coming up.
Yeah, and stay with us as we also interview the chef behind the menu at Acrisure. We're also talking to the Grand Rapids mayor and other key community leaders involved with this milestone. Stay with us. We're live until 9 a.m.
And of course, your forecast looking picture perfect for this evening, with temperatures expected to be in the low 70s with sunshine out in full force by the evening hours. But we are tracking several rounds of storms and even a risk for severe weather by early next week.